么久才知道换号码找我？
不是的，姑娘，是张鹏给你点了一首歌，您方便听吗？
不好意思啊，我把他拉黑了，我还以为他换了个手机号码找我。
他说你还记得去年的情人节吗？我站在寒风中给你打电话告白，当你说了好，我像个孩子一样跳起来，风都仿佛变甜了。时间好快，情人节又来了，可是我却再也打不通你的电话，也切断了所有的联系，却把自己留在了我的心里。以后我不等了，我决定放下你了。最后一次，祝你情人节快乐吧。
我拉你黑他，我真的想刺激自己他。那些伤害他的话都不是我的真心话，我真的不是我有意的。我闺蜜她们也经常会删她男朋友，她们男朋友每次都会死打烂打的。那为什么就不能再纠缠一下我？我一直都在等他，给他台阶下。你是我的太急了，我把他弄丢了。
所有在生活当中强势的小姐姐们，仔细听。
All the strong, bossy ladies in real life, listen carefully to what I'm saying. Most marriages, the reason for divorce is a lack of communication and understanding. Aside from cheating and financial issues, it's basically a communication problem. I've seen so many cases. A girl who is overly strong will never manage marriage well, and she will not manage her own life well either. Many women are too strong. They think they are queens, they want to control everything, and their desire to control is extremely strong. They want men to earn money to support them. The money must all be handed over to them. And they also want emotional value. They also want gifts. They also want care and companionship. If you stay too close, she thinks the man is incapable. If you stay too far, she thinks the man has slipped out of her control, and she can't control this man. Many men are struggling just to stay fed and clothed. Earning money to support the family is already exhausting. They have to support a wife and kids, and also support their own parents. Some people don't need to be taught, and some people can't be taught this too, that too. They want this, they want that, they want it all, and they still want more. What 5/20/38 Goddess Day, the first milk tea of autumn, the first hot pot meal of winter. Men simply don't have that much time, and that much energy to remember so many holidays. Worn out by life every day, where would they find the energy for so much ceremony? Many men, just to earn a tiny bit of money, to make money and support the family, are forced to leave home, go far away, and work outside. Their hometown can't keep their body, and a foreign place can't keep their soul. Women want too many things, and they are also very strong. Men can't provide them, then they argue. They also lack communication, lack understanding, and in the end they get divorced. Women, they will never understand the hardship of you working outside. They think making money is easy. As the pillar of the family, your sense of responsibility, she thinks you didn't accompany her, didn't give her emotional value, didn't give her attitude, didn't give her a sense of ceremony, so you don't love her. In the end, the result is a bleak ending. If both people want to win, it's only suitable for playing cards, not suitable for living life, not suitable for marriage. There are 3 kinds of lack of communication between spouses. The first kind is belittling and suppressing. Deep down she looks down on her husband. Whether it's his work or his looks, deep down she looks down on this man. So how can you communicate? You simply can't communicate. She always acts superior, arrogant, she is the cold queen. No matter what you say to her, she won't listen, she thinks you are beneath her. Ladies, little fairies, you have to remember, men need to be soothed, they need encouragement. The more you belittle someone, the worse they will do things. The second kind is refusing to communicate. Many women have a terrible temper, resist communication. When something happens they say nothing, the silent treatment. Men can't stand the silent treatment the most, because men think in straight lines. If you have a problem, you can say it directly. If I have a problem, you can also say it directly. Because of differences in how men and women think, when arguing women always think, I don't need to say it, you should understand. If you don't say it, how am I supposed to understand? I'm not Zhuge Liang, I can't just pinch my fingers and calculate what you're thinking. The third kind is personality, unable to communicate. The two people simply can't talk. You say east and she says west. You say cow and she says chicken. Many women are very strong, with a stubborn, biased personality. She is always right, you are always wrong, you must listen to her. She doesn't need to understand you, but you must follow her way of thinking. If you don't follow her way even a little, you start arguing. Because of personality, life is always not going well, and she can't live well with anyone. So strong women, you must fix this bad habit, it hurts others. Even the best relationship must go through daily necessities, without exception. Women always think they are princesses. After getting married they still want to be pampered. A good marriage, a good relationship, requires communication and understanding each other. You can't only ask the other person to tolerate you, you also need to tolerate the other person. A relationship without communication and understanding is destined to break up, destined to divorce, destined to not make it to the end. All strong women, strong ladies, I hope you take this as a warning. There is no medicine for regret in life. Don't wait until you lose a good man who tolerates you, and only then you regret it.
我微信给你拉黑了，你就不会给我打电话吗？
你把我电话也拉黑了呀？
那你不会拿朋友的电话给我打吗？
你拉黑我的微信电话，摆明了就是不要我去打扰你。那我为什么还要借朋友的电话打给你呢？
你玩过捉迷藏吗？
玩过呀。
那捉迷藏的人躲起来后，是希望人家去找他呢，还是不去找他呢？
那肯定是希望去找他呀。
那不就好了嘛？我拉黑你不是一样的道理吗？
所以你拉黑我，就是想我通过各种方式去找你啊？
对呀，因为我想知道我在你心里到底有多重要，想看到你为了我能够努力到什么地步，你知道吗？每次看见你为了联系我而拼命想办法，我总觉得我自己特别幸福。
可你就不怕真的离开吗？
那是因为我相信你是爱我的，所以你不会离开我，这是我的底气，也是我对你毫无保留的依赖。我希望你不会把它当成是胡搅蛮缠。
I always see many guys online saying, my girlfriend is always making a scene for no reason. Why? Let me tell you, most of women's making a scene for no reason is to manipulate the opposite sex. In the process of dating, do you often run into this situation? When a woman goes on a date with you, she often suddenly looks unhappy, upset, and annoyed. At this time, you must ask her, what's wrong, baby? Why are you unhappy? She will always say, I'm not, I'm fine. But you can tell from her face that she is clearly very upset. Anyone can see she is very unhappy right now. At this time, you will comfort her even more and try hard to please her. What's wrong? What did I do wrong? Tell me, and I'll change. The more you ask, the less she says, anyway, it's nothing. At this time, you will definitely say, so annoying, can I stop asking? If I stop asking, is that not okay? Fine, if you don't ask, then what does she start doing? She collapses emotionally. She breaks down emotionally. Anyway, I'm unhappy. Anyway, I'm going to give you an attitude. I'm going to make you keep comforting me. This is what we often call women making a scene for no reason. Does it feel pretty baffling? But I'm telling you, she has ideas. She is using a planned, strategic way to manipulate you. Do you still remember when we were kids? When we wanted something? What methods did we use? Crying, making a fuss, right? Similarly, many women treat this making a scene for no reason as an instinctive emotional reaction. When she feels you don't care about me, when I feel this relationship is ignoring me, then subconsciously I will cause some trouble. I will test your reaction. Some women's making a scene for no reason is driven by emotion. So many times, online you will see people say, women are always saying one thing and meaning another. Women's words should be understood in reverse. Anyway, don't listen to her. If she tells you to get lost, you don't get lost. If she tells you to leave, it doesn't mean leave. If she says no, it means yes. And then did you all notice I used this method? Not only did I hit a wall, it was completely useless. Why? Because women's making a scene for no reason is emotional venting. What she's thinking is, if I'm a little worse, if I make a bigger scene, and you can still tolerate me, that is true love. This is like a stress test. I'm challenging your patience. I want to use your endurance and your soothing to verify the stability of this relationship. Then when I find that making a scene whenever I want to achieve my goals, it becomes a tool. I want to gain the upper hand in this relationship. I want you to obey me, I want you to meet my demands. When I find that if I lose my temper at you, give you the cold shoulder, and propose breaking up, you will compromise, you will apologize. At this time, I start using this method again and again to achieve my goals. As long as I ignore him, he will definitely come comfort me in the end, and he will even agree to go shopping with me. If a man has fewer boundaries, she will go even further. She doesn't know that once the other person stops playing, she will realize that she is the one who failed. So in dealing with this kind of person who makes a scene for no reason, the correct way to handle it should be like this.
哎，不是，你怎么在这儿呢？这女的谁啊？
这我好朋友，这我发小啊。
你什么时候有这发小？我怎么不知道？
好，我有发小还得必须要通知你一下是吗？你算老几呀？
那你为什么不给我发消息啊？
我给你发了呀。
那我没看见呀。
废话，你把我拉黑了，你看个屁呀！
那你不会打电话呀？
你电话也给我拉黑了，你不知道？
那我工作忙，不能理解一下吗？
你怎么没理解？我理解了呀。你不给我发消息，我理解，对吗？你没时间陪我，我也理解。你拉黑我，我还是理解。但如果你要看到我跟别人在一块儿，我希望你也理解我。
可是我真的。
滚！如果你没有他，你就一无所有。你现在在。